Third wing Zoran and the mirroring Meadow Zoran the dragon was feeling quite philosophical after his adventures with the first and second wings. I bet I could out-judge a group of wise old owls now, he declared proudly, accidentally setting fire to a nearby owl's nest. Oops. Sorry, feathered friends. As he was helping the disgruntled owls rebuild their home, Hexagon the wise turtle appeared. Still mixing wisdom with accidental destruction, I see. Hexagon chuckled. Oh wise and non-flammable one, Zoran said, balancing twigs on his snout for the owls. I've mastered the first and second wings. Surely I know all there is to know about the I Ching now? Hexagon smiled knowingly. Ah, but have you heard of the third wing? Zoran's eyes widened, causing him to sneeze and send the twigs flying. There's a third wing? Does it give you X-ray vision to see through judgments? Not quite, Hexagon replied, dodging the falling twigs. The third wing is about the commentary on the images. It helps us understand how the hexagrams relate to natural phenomena and human affairs. Ooh, like how dragons relate to barbecues? Zoran asked excitedly. Not exactly, Hexagon said. Let me show you. Hexagon led Zoran to a beautiful meadow filled with flowers of every color imaginable. In the center was a perfectly still pond that reflected the sky like a mirror. This is the mirroring meadow, Hexagon explained. It holds the wisdom of the third wing. If you look into the pond and think of a hexagram, you'll see images that relate to its meaning. Zoran leaned over the pond, his enormous reflection nearly blocking out the sky. Okay, thinking of hexagram 1. Suddenly, the pond's surface rippled and images appeared. A majestic dragon soaring through the sky, a king ruling wisely, and a creative artist at work. Wow, Zoran exclaimed, accidentally causing waves with his excited breath. It's like the pond is showing me a dragon movie. Not quite, Hexagon explained patiently. These images represent the creative power of hexagram 1. The third wing helps us understand how the abstract concepts of the hexagrams manifest in nature and human life. Zoran spent the rest of the day peering into the pond, occasionally falling in when he got too excited. Each time he emerged, soaking wet and covered in lily pads, he had learned something new. Did you know, Zoran bubbled enthusiastically, that hexagram 2 is like the earth nurturing all things? And hexagram 3 is like clouds and thunder bringing the first rain of spring. Hexagon nodded approvingly. You're starting to see how the third wing connects the hexagrams to the world around us. It helps us understand their practical applications. As the sun began to set, turning the pond into a mirror of golden light, Zoran shook himself dry, creating an impromptu rainbow. You know, Hexagon, I thought I understood the I Ching before. But now, I see it's connected to everything. That's right, Hexagon beamed. The third wing helps us see the I Ching's wisdom reflected in nature and human affairs. Zoran nodded enthusiastically, accidentally uprooting a few trees with his tail. Oops. Sorry, trees. I guess I still have some image control to learn. As they headed home, Zoran couldn't stop talking about all he had learned. And did you know that hexagram 64 is like a kettle about to boil over? It reminds us to be careful when we're almost finished with something. Hexagon chuckled. I'm glad you're seeing these connections, Zoran. But remember, there are still 7 more wings to go. Zoran grinned, sparks dancing in his eyes. I can't wait. Do you think the 4th wing will let me breathe images instead of fire? As Hexagon began to explain, that's not quite how it worked. Zoran accidentally set a nearby bush on fire with his excited snort. But he didn't mind, he was too busy imagining all the wonderful things he'd learn next, and how he might see them reflected in the world around him. The end in this story, we've introduced the concept of the third wing, the commentary on the images. The main lessons learned are: 1. The third wing helps us understand how hexagrams relate to natural phenomena and human affairs. 2. It provides visual and practical examples of the hexagram's meanings. 3. This wing connects abstract I Ching concepts to tangible, real-world situations. 4. Understanding the images helps in applying I Ching wisdom to everyday life. 5. The I Ching's teachings can be seen reflected in nature and human experiences. The story maintains a humorous tone while introducing these concepts, making them accessible and entertaining for children and dragons, while also emphasizing the idea of seeing connections between the I Ching's wisdom and the world around us.